Good day everyone, welcome to Yogibods Fitness. So it's another day for our 30-day yoga challenge. So this is the third week and this would be the first day of our arm balance flow. So for today's week or for the rest of the week we'll be doing a shorter classes. Okay, that will give you more energy or will help you save energy for the arm balancing poses. Because arm balances requires a great amount of strength and energy, especially if you're not that advanced, then you need to save lots of energy to do these poses. So for today's practice, we'll be doing side planks, lots of variations. So this requires strength on the lateral muscles of the body or core muscles in general, but most specifically the side muscles of your body. So if you're just a beginner or if you cannot, in case you cannot do the harder version of the side planks, then you just have to concentrate on the easier ones or practice the easier version of the pose. Starting the practice with this pose, you cross your legs, then adjust your sit bones so you can sit straight and upright. You extend your arms upward over the head, so just elongating the sides of the body and the spine. Then bend towards the right side, lower the elbow down on the floor and bring the arm closer to your head to really stretch the lateral part of the body. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend to the left. So let your elbow drop on the floor, the right hand going closer to your head. And then again back to the center, arms up. Then exhale, release your hands. Straighten your right leg forward. Pull the left leg to your inner thigh. Then extend your arms up. Inhale. Exhale, you bend forward and reach your toe. Inhale, another length here. Extend the spine. Exhale, you can walk your sit bones or adjust the sit bones back and bend. So continue moving closer to your head, but don't force the leg or don't force any part of the body. You just have to put enough effort and feel enough stretch. Coming up, inhale. Reach the arms up, then exhale, you turn towards the back. Hold the knee with your left hand, then extend your right hand up. Inhale, on your exhale, you fold and reach the toe if you can do that. But if not, you just have to extend the arm. You just to feel your side body. Coming up again, inhale, arms overhead. Then exhale, face forward, lower your hand on the floor. You extend the right leg, bend the left leg. Sit straight, then inhale, reach the arms up, lengthening the sides and the torso. Exhale, bend forward, hold your foot. Another inhale, you extend spine forward. Then exhale, add a little bit of forward fold on the pose. Again, stay and breathe. And then coming up, inhale, arms up. Then exhale, spinal twist to the left. So take the knee with your right hand, then extend your left hand over the head. Inhale, and exhale, you go down towards the right leg. So continue pushing the arm. For some, you can reach the toe, but make sure your chest is open. Inhale, again, rise back up, face forward, and exhale, hands down. So take your palms on the floor, the knees on the hip, and the knees below the hips, all fours. Then slide your left leg to the side, then come up. Arms over the head, inhale. Then exhale, you bend over your left thigh and slide your hand down towards the foot without pulling the hip backward. You can continue pushing the arm. You can look down in case you're not comfortable with your head. For some, you can reach the toe, as long as you align the hip and the chest with your knee and the left foot. Coming up, inhale, reach the arms upward to elongate the sides, and exhale, go down on the other side. You align the palm and the shoulder, then bring the left arm over your head. So consciously push the right foot down on the floor as you extend the right arm up. So feel that opposing forces working throughout the left side of your body. Then coming up to the center, inhale. Then exhale, lower your hands down. You fold your right leg or the left leg and straighten your right leg to the side. So same thing, arms over the head, arm bones rotating towards your head, and exhale, go down towards the right side and lower your hand on the shin, or maybe lower towards the foot. You just have to check your side body or feel the stretch on the side body. And then coming up, inhale, then exhale, you lean towards the left corner of the mat, palm down on the floor, and really open your chest by turning or spinning the chest up and extending the top arm over the head. Inhale, again, return to the center, hands up, and then exhale, hands down. Then you take your palms on the floor at the top of your mat, going back to your old fours, knees and the hip at the same position or the same line. And then lift the knees off the floor, going to your down dog pose, pulling the hip, pushing the floor, lengthening the upper body. Then start to walk in place. We'll go forward to plank, then go backward to down dog for a few rounds. And then stabilize your down dog for 3 deep breaths. Ground through your heel bones, pressing down the 4 corners of the feet. Stretch your fingers, your toes. Lengthen the whole upper body. Now you fold the legs, look forward, and take your feet to the top of your mat. You inhale, open your chest and extend the spine. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, you lift the chest. Stand straight and bring the arms upward. Exhale, hands on your sides. Inhale, bring the arms up. So keeping the elbows straight alongside the head. On your exhale, bend towards the right side. Pushing down through the left foot. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, bend towards the left. Again, keep your hip and chest at the same line as the feet. Inhale, back to the center. Then exhale, bend forward. Tip your hip over the thighs, let the head fall naturally. Look forward, inhale. Bend the legs, palms on the floor, step backward to plank, to your half plank. Coming back up to your up dog, opening your chest. Return to your down dog. Now you lift the right leg upward. Focus on height but emphasize balance on the hips. Knee forward, core flap. Abdomen in, and then place the foot between your palms. Here you spin the left foot out, and then you take your right hand on the inner side of the foot. Turn the left chest, the left hip up, and extend the arm over the head. Turn the palm over, turn the palm upward and extend it over the head. So see that you're not pulling the hip backward as you stay in the pose. That will happen if you are tight on your hip and you try to reach the floor. So if that's the hip is moving backward, better to have your forearms this way. Okay, just to maximize the stretch of your body. Maintaining the legs, you come up to your warrior pose 2. Hands sideways, turn your right palm up and extend it over the head. Turn the left hand down and move it around the hip. Hold the inner right thigh and bend backward. Continue pushing the arm. Continue bending towards the back. Then back to your warrior pose. Hands sideways. So from here, straighten your right leg. Take your palms to prayer pose. Go down towards the left leg. So you sit upright in case you're tight on your calf muscle and ankle. Maybe you take your take a block or pillow or anything that you could put below the heel or maybe below the hip so that you can be comfortable on your joints. If you're okay here, then you hold the left ankle and extend your right hand up. Sorry, the right ankle. Then extend your right hand up and then go down towards the left leg and take your foot. See that your knee is not moving downward. You have to push your knee up, flex your glutes. So you have to feel the left leg, the right side body. Then coming up to the center, have your palms to prayer pose. Push down on the left leg and bend your right leg, opening your hands again to the sides. Take your palms on the floor, and then from here you turn that left leg bone in. So this is the first side plank, the easiest side plank. You just slide the foot at the middle of the mat, in line with your hip. Then turn the left foot out and see that you align the foot and the knee. Right hand over the head, or upward or over the head, your choice. So stay here for 3 breaths. 2, and then 1. So you look down, palms on the floor, turn the left leg bone, and then step that right leg back to plank. Moving down slowly and coming back up gently. Then exhale, return to your down dog. Now you lift that left leg up. Inhale, then exhale, core plank, knee to your chest, then place the foot forward between your palms. Right foot in, right foot pointing out, then take the left hand on the inner side of the foot. If you do that and you feel too much compression on the left hip, then you just take your forearm on the thigh. Squeeze your glutes, right hand up, push the hip toward the midline, and then extend the arm over the head. So you have to find that one straight line from the tip of your fingers down to your foot. Keeping the legs, you come up to your warrior pose 2. So contract or activate your side body. Turn that left hand up and over the head, right hand behind the hip, holding the inner side of the thigh. Again, side bend to the left. Breathe. Again, back to the warrior pose 2. Straighten that left leg, take your palms to prayer pose, then bend your right leg. Now you hold your left foot with your right hand, extend the left hand up, and bend over your right leg. So see if you can take your toe. Turning your body up, and then release, going back to warrior pose. Reach the hands sideways, and then take your palms down to the floor, turning your right leg in, slide the left leg midway back and turn your left foot, actually turn your toes out. So you're pressing the edge of the left foot, level the hip and the knee, the right hand up or over the head, your choice. 3, 2, and then 1, hands on the floor. Turn your right leg in, step that left leg back to plank, going down and coming back up. Inhale. Then exhale, back to your down dog. Inhale, exhale. So 2 more breaths on your own. Now fold the knees, again take your feet to the top of your mat. Extend the spine, breathe out, you fold over. Breathe in, you come up, arms over the head. Then exhale, hands down to your sides. Inhale, again reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, keep going with the breath. Bend the legs, exhale, step back and lower down to half plank. Inhale, going up, squeezing in your shoulders, opening your chest. Exhale, going back to down dog. So going to the second version of the side plank, you go forward to plank first, have your feet together, and then roll over the right foot. So turn towards the left. So here, hands on your waist, and you can stay here or extend the left arm up. Now 3 breaths here, 2, and then 1. So another version is to lift the left leg up without collapsing the hip. So this intensifies the action of your glutes, your obliques, or the entire core muscles. Hands down on the floor. Going back to your plank, then we'll shift towards the opposite side. For this side, I will be doing different version. If in case you cannot stay on your palms, you're hurting the wrist, then take the forearms down. So forearm down on the floor, elbow and the shoulder at the same line. Then stack your feet as you turn, and then try to keep your whole body straight. After 3 breaths, you lift left leg up. Stay for another 3 cycles. Continue grounding down through your shoulders or the forearm, the right leg. And then take your foot down on the floor. Again, palms on the mat, coming up to your plank. And then going back to your down dog. So from here, you take your knees down first. Go to your child pose because the next version is really tough. Relax here, soften your shoulders, your whole body. Just take your time to rest and recover. Now slowly going back to your down dog, you lift the hip. You push the floor, stretch the whole body. Lift your right leg again. Knee forward. On the outer part of your hand, take the left knee down, first on the floor, seeing the hip, and then you're going to stay here. We can take the forearms down. So extend the spine, then breathe naturally. So for this last version of the side plank, in case you cannot do this one or you're struggling too much, then you can just do the previous variation of the side plank. So curl that left foot, lift the knee, palms to the floor, and then take that left foot at the center of the mat. Then turn the foot out, and then you hold the edge of your foot with your right hand. Pull the leg up as high as you can without collapsing the hip. So continue pulling the leg toward the chest. Then bring it down again to the floor. Seeing the hip, look forward, and then step or lift that right leg up and back. Going forward to one-legged plank. Set your foot down, lift the chest up. Again, remember, you can just take the foot down, never mind doing the one-legged chaturanga or low plank if you feel tired already. So learn to modify on your own. Left leg up. Then exhale, knee forward, and step the foot next to your left hand. Right knee down, hip down, chest up. Or for harder version, forearms on the floor. Again, continue observing the breath, continue observing the sensations going through the body. Palms on the floor, ready for the next side. You tuck your back foot, turn your foot out, pick up the other foot, and then pull it up. So go as high as you can. Activate your core, the sides, and the arms. Then you lower, again down to the floor. Realign that foot, step back, or lift that leg up to one-legged plank chaturanga. Going up, and then down, or back to down dog. Now remain for 5 breaths on your down dog. And then take your knees down on the floor. Move your heels to the side and sit. Extend the legs forward. And slowly lie down. You just hug your knees to your chest for a moment. So just pull your shoulders down, lengthening the spine. Chin to your chest, lengthening the neck. Then you extend the left leg down to the floor. You hold the foot with the right foot with your left hand. Extend the leg up and bring it down to your left. Extend your right hand down to your right and stay here for a few breaths. Now you take your leg up, bring it down to your chest, decompressing the back body, then extend the leg. Now take the other one, bend the knee over your chest, take the foot with your right hand, extend it up and bring it down to your right, then extend your other arm to the left. And then release. Now both knees down to your chest. And then extend the legs. Have your feet hip width apart, hands beside your hips. Again, it's time for us to relax, to stay still and let our body recover. Again, energize fully on the inhale. Relaxed completely on the exhale. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Now try to keep your mind quiet. Avoid any distractions. And just pay attention to the gentle sensations of your breath. Now slowly move your toes, wiggle your fingers, take your feet together, then extend your arms over the head. Stretch your whole body, then hug your knees down to your chest. Roll over your right, and when you're ready, come up and sit. So that's the end of our practice. So I hope everyone made it through the end of the class. So I hope to see you guys again on our next class. Namaste.